I saw so many things from the family of the man. I've been watching some video. I thought it was film trick. When I came back with the children, they did not even call to say if you have arrived in Lagos. I lost my husband this February that just passed. It will be 3 years now. 3 years ago. Life was better than what it is now. When he was alive, it was better than what it is now, because then he was the real breadwinner of the home. I run this POS business through one man in this compound. He deals on the bread business. So before he goes out, depends on what he have, he will give to me to do the business. Then at the end of the day, I will have to give him his money. But whatever I got from it, and that is what I use. So it depends on what he has that he gives to me. He's the one that determines it.
Amidst a stable economy, Mrs. Sandra's thriving kerosene distribution business, success seemed boundless. However, the tide turned with the Buhari's government's policies, leading to a soaring inflation.
I was doing kerosene a business. That was what I was doing before. Then, but something happened. It was even from Jonathan government that I was doing the kerosene business, and the kerosene business was stable. If you want to go to the depot to buy in that business, if you are going with 500,000, when you get to the depot, it's the same 500,000. You buy the 5,000 liter. You will not get there. They will tell you the price has increased. But immediately this man entered Buhari. By the time we get to the depot, they said the price is now 1.2 million. In fact, it was devastating. So you have to do what? Change business.
In response, Sandra made a bold move, investing in a bus without realizing its limited lifespan.
Unfortunately, I went and bought a bus, not knowing that it's a condemned bus. I don't have idea of it at all. In fact, that was how the whole money went down the drain. It went down the drain, I almost lost my life.
The challenge escalated 3 years ago when her husband passed away, ending their 23-year marriage and leaving her to care for their 4 children.
I got married 1997, July 12th. My marriage was 23 years when my husband passed on. So after he passed on, and due to what happened to my business, as I said, it really affected so much. So much. So since that time till now, it's by the grace of God Almighty. God has used people one way or the other to assist us. This help that this man is rendering, it's not enough even for what I got from it. It's not even enough for breakfast for myself and the children.
Sandra faced another trial when her husband fell critically ill, spending 12 days in the hospital with 5 days in a coma before passing away on the day of his discharge.
He was sick for just 12 days because the day the sickness started, it was hiccup, midnight around 3 o'clock, but it was spiritual. I rushed him to the hospital. By the time we got to the hospital, I think he was already in coma, if I'm not mistaken. The blood pressure was so high, according to the doctor. So we're in that hospital, 5 days he was in coma in the hospital. Then after the 50th day or so, he came back to life. He was awake. Then the day they were to discharge us, which was the 12th day, I think it was a Sunday, the doctor said we'll be discharged. But I don't understand. Early hours of a Sunday morning, which was February 12th, myself and my daughter want to clean his body. I discovered that it was my daughter who said, Daddy is not responding the way he's responding. We discovered that he's gone. I didn't even know. I said maybe he was in deep sleep. Called the doctor who came and checked and said he has passed on. He didn't even give the sign of say he's passing on. And they have given us letter of discharge now that we have to leave this hospital today. He said he has passed on. Passed on. Now wow. It was so amazing. Passed on. 12 days from the very day of when the ECOG started at home, around 3 in the midnight. In the morning of it, I took him to the hospital. So we didn't come back home from the hospital. We took his body to the village. The total money spent on him was 447,000. That is what the doctor collected for top of a dead body for 12 days.
Rejected by her in-laws and without any family support, she relied on the kindness of her neighbors and the community to feed her children.
I've been watching some video. I thought it was film trick. Or they are just acting for art's sake. On getting to the village, what I never expected in my life. I saw so many things from the family of the man. It was terrible. So the burial was done. When I came back with the children, they did not even call to say, if you have arrived in Lagos. If you have arrived in Lagos with the children, they did not even call. Even till today. So not to talk of water. Take this cup of water and drink. How are the children? Did you arrive safe, sir? Till today, nobody. Nobody from the man's family.
Despite this hardship, Sandra remains determined to pursue her dreams in the crude oil business with a new venture into cooking gas distribution.
When you look at the trend of the nation, people are no more, not that they are not doing kerosene, they are not using kerosene. They are using kerosene, but what we see on ground now is gas. And you know, the kerosene I was saying is used for cooking. There is no one that does not do without it as at that time. And now it is gas business that I want to do. Because it's used for cooking. Both the rich and the poor, they make use of it. Sometimes there is nothing for you to eat. Then at the end of the day, when I attended this epoch, the food we ate on our birthday when she welcomed the widow, it has been long that we ate such food. It was so nourishing, the kind of love she showed, how she cherished the poor widows. I don't know how to put it. It brings life. Your inner spirit revives. And she talks to us as widows that there is still hope for you. So the organization, it has been a great blessing to my life. At when there is nothing, someone show up. I would really like to say thank you to Fafaeda for giving me the privilege and the opportunity to really come in contact with this organization, because it has been of great blessing to my life, and not just to me, but to other widows who have come in contact with this organization. I would like to really say thank you. I really appreciate what Fafaeda has been doing in my life and in the life of other widows. And I say thank you from the depth of my heart. Thank you again.